We now welcome in the broadcast, part of the broadcast team, Aaron Murray, the analyst, former Georgia quarterback, NFL quarterback, who will be on the call for BYU and ECU on the Deuce. No one calls it that. Back in the 90s they did, but I still like it. Aaron, thanks for taking the time, and welcome to the program, man.
Yeah, man, excited. Should be a great game tomorrow. I just touched down in North Carolina and on my way over there to Greenville, and excited to cover the matchup. Should be an entertaining one between both teams.
Yeah, it should be good. It's an ECU pass offense that's very intriguing. It's a BYU defense that hasn't allowed a touchdown, just 3 points allowed, and 107 total yards a game. Certainly the challenge will be different, but what matchup are you watching the most in this one?
Yeah, I mean, if we want to start on that side of the football, I really like ECU's offense. You know, it's air raidy, RPO, run pass option-esque. You know, quarterback has to kind of make a lot of decisions pre-snap and post-snap. So, you know, what can BYU do defensively to really change the picture for him, to make him second guess what he saw? Because that's all the rules are. I mean, it's a numbers game. You know, that's why so many offenses run it nowadays, because it makes it easy on the quarterback. Light box, I run it. If it's a heavy box, they want to put a safety in. Then I have an opportunity to throw the football on the perimeter. So, you know, what's the cat and mouse game? Not only just obviously pre-snap, but post-snap as well. So I think he gets the ball out extremely quickly, almost, you know, like a lot of these quarterbacks nowadays, almost like that middle infielder, get it and rip it, whether it's on some hitches, slants. You know, I think he's okay. Hauser throwing the ball down the field, I don't think that's necessarily his strength. Like I said, it's all just pre-post snap, make the right decision, get the ball out of his hands quickly. But BYU, man, they're fast, they're physical, they like the blitz, they like to change the pitcher up. So it's going to be an awesome, awesome battle between those two sides of the football.
Aaron, how does the BYU defense make ECU's offense, who does operate so quickly, as you pointed out, feel uncomfortable? What's the key to doing that?
Well, I think you got to get lined up first off. And talking with BYU and their staff, I'm sure you guys have talked to them too, but just what they did in practice of, you know, obviously having the offense run full speed. Something I've never heard of before was, you know, they had the defensive players lay on the ground, and then the scout team was ready to go, and then all of a sudden the whistle's blown. They got to get the signal, get lined up, get ready to go, and obviously communicate to everyone. So, you know, I think the more that you can get lined up, honestly, because I've been a part of some offenses that have gone, you know, fast, and, you know, we prided ourselves on, hey, the defense isn't ready, and it kind of gets us motivated offensively to keep pressing it, keep going faster, keep putting the defense on their heels. So it is frustrating, to be honest. Like when a defense gets lined up and you thought you were going fast and that they're ready, they've made their calls and they're ready to execute. So I think they got to be on their P's and Q's when it comes to getting the call from the sidelines and then getting it passed along to the rest of the defense. But, you know, like I said before, it's just about, you know, changing the look for Hauser, the quarterback for ECU post-snap. You know, show him a shell defense, 2 high safeties. Okay, this is a good opportunity to maybe run the football. All of a sudden, safety comes in. Or you bring a nickel pressure. Whatever it may be, then obviously just hit them. You know, at the end of the day, like, can you find a way to get Jack Kelly and Glasker, you know, the tremendous linebackers, they love to bring them in a variety of ways defensively. Can you just hit the quarterback and make them uncomfortable? Because, you know, the one thing for ECU, I don't think their strength is not their running game at all. They're going to do it just because it's the rules, but that's not what they want to do. So if you can, like I said, confuse him a little bit post-snap, hit him early, make him uncomfortable, I think it goes a long way to having success in the ball game.
We're talking with Aaron Murray, ESPN college football analyst. He'll be on the call tomorrow on ESPN2 starting at 7:30 Eastern time. LJ Martin's been spectacular for BYU for the first 2 games. How much can he help a true freshman Bear Bachmeier in his first road start?
I mean, a ton. I think they're going to have to lean on him. To be honest, I hate to say this about a freshman, but I've not been super impressed with Bear through the first 2 games. But he's the first 2 starts, man. Like, I'm not expecting him to go out there and be dominant. Like, he's getting his feet wet. You saw some good things. You saw the running ability, you know, ability, especially in the red zone, to kind of find a way to get in the end zone. So, you know, I think he can throw a good ball. I just think that there's a lot to improve in the passing game for him. And East Carolina does a lot defensively. I mean, we talk about BYU mixing up the looks on their side, especially with those linebackers. ECU will be very exotic with their fronts, with their front 4, with their front 7, the blitzes, the dropping out. So, you know, it's a lot for a young quarterback to digest. So, you know, they're going to have to lean on the run game. They have obviously leaned on the run game for the first 2 games of the season, even more so It's going to be loud. It's going to be a great environment. It's a good football team. It's a good defense. It's a defense, I believe, had, 5 or 6 sacks a week ago. Has had some turnover success, or obviously early on the season as well, confusing opposing offenses. So lean on LJ. And I like Moa, too, number 30. I think he's a little bowling ball back there as well. I know the coaching staff is very high on him. So, get to second and manageable, third and manageable, utilize his quick release that Bachmeier has, and get the ball out of his hands, and obviously allow him to run the football if he needs to as well.
Aaron, as you assess Bear Bachmeier, and like you said, you're going to need to see more from him, and he may have to rely certainly on LJ Martin tomorrow to help BYU try and win this game. But what is the next step in his progression as a Division I college football quarterback in the Power 4 level?
Well, I just think throwing the ball with confidence, and I think that just comes with reps and timing and seeing it on film. Like, okay, this is what it looked like to me. This is what it looked like on film. Now I can go back and trust that it's going to kind of hit the way, like I said, the way I watched it on the tape. So I think for him, it's just reps. It's all he needs. It's nothing crazy. It's not like he needs to, learn how to throw the ball differently or read defenses differently. It's just a matter of, this is a guy that's not been in the offense for a long time. It's not a guy that's repped a lot of the plays against a live defense where he can get hit. It's just going to take time. And I don't know if it's 3 games, if it's half a season, if it's the entire season. It's going to be an offense that is going to be baby steps in the pass game and rely on the run game. But like I said, I think he throws a good ball. There's no doubt about it. I love the weapons for BYU. Obviously, we know about Chase Roberts. I think he's tremendous, not only an intermediate game, but could take some shots on the field. You saw the post route early on this season he caught. Parker Kingston, I think, is a nice gadget guy that you can get to the ball to in a variety of ways. We've seen Hagan make some nice plays down the field, utilize his speed as well in some unique ways. So I think what the double reverse. And a guy to look out for, honestly, is a guy that I really like is Carson Ryan, the tight end. I think super dynamic, someone you can win some one-on-one battles, find ways to get him the ball, easy completions, big target at 6'4", 250, and you get the ball to him. He can make some guys miss in space as well. So I think the weapons are there. It's just now a matter of just getting the reps for a young quarterback and getting used to playing college football.
Aaron, we appreciate the time. Safe travels to Greenville, and have a great call tomorrow night starting at 7:30 Eastern on ESPN2. Thanks for the time.
Appreciate it, fellas. Have a great one.
Thank you. Aaron Murray of ESPN dropping some knowledge on us.